Hey there, Backloggery. Wanted to get a video update in before Thanksgiving here. Um, Things have been rearranged in light of the card versus banner results here. I'll get into that, but I'll get into the poll in a moment. But quick overview, basically what I realized as part of the card versus banner thing is that I was still building the Backloggery as a website composed of many different pages instead of a web app composed of a single page. So instead of reloading different pages to get different parts of your collection, you now just click through these tab-like things up here, and it's all together on one page. With that in mind, I thought it made more sense to put this on the left with all the user info. And I can imagine in a far-flung future where we have box art displays for games, extending this all the way across the page to have your rows of games displayed in a shelf-like manner as an alternative to the text. Probably a premium feature if that ever happens. But yeah, if you're gonna make a web app, you should make it like a web app and not like a website. The specifics of all the subcomponents are the same, pretty much. I merged the page note into the user box here. But I'm still. This page is entirely functional, but some of the comment threading and some of the there's no system displaying right there. A lot of little things I need to update to the new web app version of the site still, but we're getting there. And now I have a cat on my lap. Hello, Maddie. But as far as the banner versus card thing, pretty contentious as I've expected. The Twitter poll, pretty much a dead heat with card apparently winning. They don't give me the final numbers. Patreon, card won by a fair margin, but not overwhelming necessarily. And as people have pointed out, the comments have largely been banner people in favor of the banner. So let's talk about that. With the thing I like about the card, and I do personally prefer the card, you get a nice large, not as large of course, but a large picture on your page, make it look nice. But you got all the info right here at your fingertips. You don't have to scroll down to get to it. So it's more usable that way, and it looks more modern because a lot of websites don't have banners these days. It's pretty old-fashioned to do that, which doesn't mean get rid of it, because we should do what we like. So people, I got some alternate layouts, because it's easy to throw an image on a page. So let's look at how things look. If it was a banner, obviously I wouldn't have this huge empty chunk of space here if we did do the banner this way. But a lot of people suggested having the banner on the main page, and then if you go to your games or your comments or whatever, you don't see the banner anymore, which is more usable. You still have to scroll down here. Obviously we could come up with whatever we want to fill in space down here, maybe the memory card, which I still need to add back in. Another option would be to move the banner up top above the tabs and have it always there. I would probably go for hiding it on the other tabs if we did bring the banner back, but that's an option. Something a lot of people suggested was you have the banner on the primary page, and then when you go to other pages, it swaps over, which would work well on a multi-page website like the site currently is, or my demonstration in the poll was. but I feel like it's pretty awkward to do it on a web app version of the site. It just kind of, things are jumping around in a weird way there. But the card did win the poll, so it is what I prefer as well. So I'm gonna let people, let me know what you think of the card in this context of the website. Let me know if you still prefer the banner, if you got another idea. Like I said in the original post, either way, whatever we end up doing, I am going to limit the size vertically in some way. But that goes for both card and banner. So yeah, between the holidays and finals and all of that, the rest of the year is probably going to be me patching up the rest of the web app version here. But big news for next year is I am not going to be teaching anymore and going to be working on the Backloggery full time. I would love to say that is because the Patreon blew up and I can afford to do that. It's the reality is that teaching really is hard for me with my nerve problems in my hands. I feel like I'm letting my students down by not communicating with them enough or updating assignments to more modern techniques like I should be. So at least for a little bit, I'm going to try working on the site full time. I don't know yet what I'm going to do with the Patreon rewards, since if I'm working on the full-time site, I'm obviously Patreon rewards for me putting in more hours is pointless. I might just make the monthly amount I'm earning public and just let you guys support me how you will. Or if you have ideas for rewards, let me know. I haven't been able to really think of anything at the moment. It's hard when the site is still a work in progress. I have email. Oh, a new patron. Thank you. So yeah, I don't expect, unless, the Patreon blows up and I'm working on the Backloggery full time, and making enough money to get by, that would be amazing. But that seems unlikely. So I'm going to work full time until the remake comes out, and then I'll see what I can. We'll go from there. I'll see what I can do. After the remake comes out, it will be a lot easier for me to update the site in my spare time. Instead of working on this massive update, I can work on a little feature that I can pump out in a week or two, and life will be good again, hopefully. So yeah, I guess that is all I have. I will see you guys again in December, and if you're in the US, have a good Thanksgiving, and if you're in other parts, have a good week. Thanks for supporting, and I'll catch you guys later.